There's so much drama going on right now with mass layoffs across the US. The stock market seems to not be able to pick a direction of where it wants to go, either to the upside or to the downside. And the government just reopened after having the longest shutdown ever recorded in US history. And one of the things I haven't seen a lot of people talking about is the importance of improving your credit score. Now, right now, interest rates are not great, but everyone is banking on interest rates continuing to decline over the next 12 to 18 months. And when that happens, there's going to be so many people out there that are ready to get loans for homes, for cars, for businesses, for personal loans, whatever. Now, I don't advocate going into debt for consumer items, especially when you're in that building phase. If you've got a lot of debt or you don't have your financial future secured, I'm definitely not going to be someone that's going to champion going into consumer debt. But there are so many people sitting on the sidelines right now waiting for rates to drop so they can get into their first home, maybe get that loan to start that business that they've had on their mind for quite some time. And it's really important that you have a really strong credit score so you can get the best possible rate whenever you're ready to either buy that home or start that business. In today's video, I'm gonna be going over some very simple things that you can do to increase your credit score over the next 6 to 12 months that'll put you in a position to get the best rate available whenever you're ready to either get that loan or purchase that home. The very first thing that you're gonna wanna do is you have to level set. You have to understand where you are from a credit perspective. And the way you're gonna do that is you're gonna get a free credit report from each of the 3 major credit bureaus. So that's TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. Every year you can get a free credit report at no charge to you if you go onto the us.gov website. I'll try to find that and link that down in the description below so you can go in and you can check that out. The very first thing that you're gonna notice once you get those credit reports is that your score is probably gonna be different based on which report you're looking at. And that's completely fine and it's to be expected. But what you need to be focusing on is making sure that everything that's in each one of those reports are accurate. A couple of years ago, I was helping a friend of mine to clean up his credit. And when he got his credit reports, the very first thing that we noticed was that on 2 of the 3 credit reports, there were still bills on there that were showing as unpaid and delinquent that he had actually paid off, but they were never reported to those 2 credit reporting agencies. So a quick call to those 2 credit reporting agencies where he was able to show proof that he paid off that debt. They were able to remove those from his credit report, which ultimately increased his credit score. I can't tell you how many people have looked at a credit report, saw something on those reports that didn't belong to them, or saw something on a report that was paid but was never reported. So that's the very first thing that you're gonna wanna do, and that's how you're gonna level set where you are from a credit reporting perspective. Now that you have a baseline, you're ready to move on to step 2. Now, step 2 is reaching out to any of the credit collection companies that have a file on you that shows that you have payments that have not been paid. A lot of people don't know this, but most credit collection companies are willing to negotiate. So if you owe $1,000, they may take a $250 payment to close out your account. You have to negotiate with them and negotiate with them tough. Don't accept their first offer. In the majority of the time, you're gonna be able to come to an agreement on a price that you're gonna pay that's much less than what you owe. And that's gonna allow that bill to be removed from your credit report. One of the things that you're gonna wanna make sure that you get in writing is that the credit collection company is gonna report to the credit bureaus that that bill has been paid and it has been satisfied. Now, it may show on your credit report that there was a negotiated payment plan that was put into place and you were able to write the rest of that debt off, but that's gonna be better for you from a credit score perspective than not paying it at all. All right, so now it's time to move on to step 3. Now, step 3 is something that you're not gonna do. You're not going to reach out to any of these credit repair companies and sign an agreement with them to allow them to help you either clean up or repair your credit. Now, in my opinion, these companies are scams. You pay them large sums of money to help you erase things off your credit report or to be able to consolidate all of your debts down into one payment. And to me, it's a waste of time and it's a waste of money. Now, I've been saying this for a couple of years now, and every time that I do, there's always someone in the comment section, whether it's on YouTube or it's on Facebook or whatever social media streets that I'm talking about this in. And they're always saying that, no, well, you know, credit repair is legit and it worked for me. Look, you don't need it. We're putting the steps and the plans in place right now for you to take care of that on your own without wasting money on these credit repair companies that are junk. Now, you can do whatever you want to do, but in my opinion, it's much easier to negotiate directly with the credit collection companies and pay them as opposed to paying a third-party repair company to do the exact same thing that you can do yourself. The next thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure that all of the bills that you currently have, that you just stay current on those. We just cleaned up all of the delinquent stuff that you had. You made those deals and negotiations with those credit collection companies. Now you want to make sure that you create good habits and make sure that you're paying all of your debts on time. Paying your bills on time is actually reported to the credit bureau agencies, and it ultimately helps you to maintain a good credit score. All right, so by now, your credit score has started to increase. You got rid of a bunch of those delinquent strikes against you on your credit report. You're paying your bills on time. Now, the very next thing that you're gonna wanna do, and if you have credit card debt, and I hate credit card debt, but if you have credit card debt, start eliminating that debt as quickly as possible. Now, I'm not one of those people that say, don't use credit cards, never use credit cards. I use a credit card every single month. The difference is I don't carry a balance longer than 30 days on any credit card that I have, which means I don't pay any interest on the money that I borrow whenever I use my credit card. Now, if you can get to a point to where you get your credit card paid down to zero, and if you can pay that in full every single month, that is also going to increase your credit score. The credit bureaus love to see credit utilization and it being paid back as quickly as possible. It shows that you're a trustworthy person that is good with your money, and that ultimately is also going to increase your credit score. So the next thing that you want to do as you're paying down your credit card debt is don't close those accounts. When you have credit card accounts that are open but are not utilized, it shows X amount of credit that you have at your disposal. And even though you're not actively utilizing that credit, it still shows that you have a larger amount of credit that's available to your name. And the longer that that account stays open and in good standing, that is reported to the credit bureaus, and it ultimately helps to increase your credit score. See, these are the little things that you can do that can drastically increase your credit score. It's not rocket science, which is why I'm so against credit repair agencies. And then the last thing that you're going to want to do is you just want to monitor your credit scores closely. Every 6 to 12 months, go in, take a look what's on your credit report and make sure that it's accurate. Make sure all of the payments that you've been making have been updated on your credit report. And I guarantee you, if you do these things, that your credit score will be much higher 6 to 12 months from now than where it is today. Listen, don't let anybody tell you that having a credit score of 750 plus is not important. It is important, especially if you want to make large purchases like buying a home or getting a loan to start a business. And as interest rates continue to drop, it can make all the difference between paying $2,000 for a mortgage or $2,500 for the same mortgage. Increasing your credit score is a lot easier than we make it out to be. There's so many things out there that distract us. They want to take our money in order to do things that we could do ourselves. So leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Are these steps easy enough for you to implement that will help you to ultimately increase your credit score?